Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, and welcome back to more Everlasting Summer. And last time, we were able to get Ulyana's bad ending, and that was, kind of sad because we left her behind and we went to school and all that stuff. So, anyways, let's go ahead and pick up with the good ending. And let's see, it's been a week since I've played this game because I was on vacation, but I don't remember what was. I'm guessing this was the bad ending, and this was the good, the split point save file, because that's how I used to roll, right? So let's go ahead and load this up and see what's up. Okay, so this is when Shurek handed us the keys, and so we would have. Let's see, we're gonna have to speed through this to get to the movie part, right? Because all of this should be basically the same, except up to this part. Alright, so, let's see, what is the choice that we need to do? Try to stop her verbally. That is what we're doing. Alright, here you go. Boom. I forgot what happened. What's going on here? Let's see. Music club. Oh. Were we trying to find Alyssa because, she tattled on us or whatever? I think that's basically what happened, right? So, hey, not so fast! She stopped and turned to me. I'm not here to kill you. My words sound like a joke, but Alyssa flinched. Who told the camp leader that Ulyana came to me at night? I don't know, she pleaded piteously. We discussed it in the morning, didn't we? She said nothing, but continued to look at me with fear in her eyes. And most importantly, what's the purpose of telling 1,000 lies? I really don't know what you're talking about. Her eyes filled with tears. Suddenly, I felt as if I'd been struck by lightning. What if she isn't guilty? And why did I immediately think of her? Okay, so this is basically just the same as last time, I'm pretty sure, right? Speed through it a little bit. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, I think I've read this before, right? Well, she hesitated. Some strange girl, but oh yeah, this is where she tells us that some strange girl told her it wasn't Alyssa, right? So, pretty sure this is where Ulyana's just like, hey, let's go watch a movie. Yep. So let's go ahead and just fast forward through all that stuff until the next choice that we have to do. Let's see. I think there's only one more choice that we have to make. So our slip home is actually pretty far along in the actual the week. Alright, so yep. And then there's the whole struggle thing. That's all my fault is 2 points in the Ulyana route. So here we go. That is all my fault. Nobody's accusing you of anything, said Slavia without looking at me. At least there's one sensible person among all. It sounds like the same stuff I've read before, right? Yet, fell asleep, it was late. I'm pretty sure I've read this too, right? It's just the same thing, except a different choice. So, who else? Okay, let's go ahead and just fast forward through this then. And, hold on. Fell asleep. Pretty sure this is she gonna get timeout or probation, whatever it's called, still? Can't accuse her of anything. Inconsistencies. Great, you'll finally... Wait, did she... Yeah, detention. Alright, cool. So, go ahead and just fast forward through all that. Right, nothing exciting, nothing new. I don't think there was anything new there. Dug aimlessly into my porridge. Alright, let's go ahead and just fast forward. Wait, I don't remember why I went to Xenia. Makes sense. Xenia. Are we trying to find Alyssa again? I forget. Oh, trying to find Slavia. Oh, because we wanted to go talk to her about what was up with telling Olga or whatever, right? So there's this stuff sat on opposite the bed. Wait, what happened? it's lunchtime. Yeah, I remember I had to go get her lunch, right? And then I asked the lunch lady for 2 things, and then she's like, man, you're so fat. I'm like, it's not all for me, okay? And, right? Right, every death row inmate or prisoner, last wish. That's cool. I totally forgot what happened. It's like lunch and stuff. I'm gonna try not to fast forward too much because it might change a little pretty quickly in terms of what happens between this and the bad ending. What? No, never went to that experience. Can't sell. I think this is all stuff I've read before, right? At this camp, go back to school, of course. And you? Well, I'll find something to do. Something. Yeah. Be a clown, oh. Yep. I'm a martyr. Forgotten I am a child. Sorry, I'm taking this a little slow because it's been a while since I last played this, so it's all coming back to me. It's more slowly than previous times. So let's see. There you are. That's even better. And she's like, yeah, you can go ahead and just go home with everyone. Just say something. Nope. Yep. Go pack my stuff. Sure. Can you help? Okay, sure. Why not? Wait, I'm starting to help her now. That's different. Okay, cool. Saying that, she left the cabin. Now you'll see how it all turned out. Yeah, I sighed. Are you going to pack? Yeah, I guess so. And you? It's not like I've got much to pack. Indeed, it was the truth. Care to help me then? Okay, sure, why not? I started to pull her clothes out of the cabinets and stack them on her bed. Watch it, you'll mess up everything. It's okay, I'll wash them at home. T-shirts, skirts, shorts, dresses, shoes, trainers, underwear. The pile of clothes was growing and growing. What are trainers? And why does she need more than one dress at a camp? Oh man. You really brought all this stuff here, all on your own? Considering Ulyana's constitution, it was hard to believe. Yes, of course. She laughed. Come on, give me a hand. We've started to pack up the clothes into a big bag. I tried to pack things carefully at first, but after realizing that it's pointless, resorted to just stuffing everything in to make it all fit. At last, there were no more clothes on the bed, and we even somehow managed to zip up the bag. Well done. So, that's it. Yeah. I looked at the clock. It was about 40 minutes till the departure time. You know, it was fun. Meaning? Well, the last week was fun. Ah, yeah. I said absent-mindedly. Don't you think so? Why? It sounded sort of insincere to me. Well, I must admit that I'm not exactly walking on air, yeah. But what didn't you like? It's not like I can spit out everything at once. You see, a few moments were, how can I put it, a little unexpected. Blah. You're so boring, said Ulyana and turned away from me. Well, what did you expect from me? You sounded like you got absolutely nothing to remember later. Yeah, there sure is plenty to remember, I gleamed. Yep, that's what I'm saying. She looked closely at me. That made me a bit uncomfortable. What now? And me? Will you remember me? Sure I will. Everyone. And you, most of all. I saluted, springing up to attention with my hand over my heart. That's better. However, do I really have something to remember about her? Yeah, we had a lot of adventures, but who is Ulyana for me? Just a nosy kid from another reality. On second thoughts, usually just one thought, but okay, on second thoughts, do I really care that much about my situation now? From the very first moment I appeared here, everything changed tremendously. So right now, I was just curious what's going to happen next. Sure, the unknown is not the most pleasant perspective, but I must admit that it's a breathtaking one. Whether I will return to my world or not is not up to me anymore. It means that I don't really have any choice. I have to adapt to the local living conditions. And one of these conditions was sitting right in front of me, smiling broadly. You know, you're not as silly as I first thought. Why'd you think I'm silly in the first place? She said in an offended tone. Just kidding. Yeah, you and your jokes. Alright, it's time. Let's go! Ulyana said happily and pointed at the bag. Oh gosh. Making me carry all your stuff for you? Yeah. I shouldered her belongings. The weight almost made me bend in half. I was thankful for the fact that the bus stop was just a few hundred meters away. So even though I don't have that much to pack, I guess I'm just not gonna pack anything. So, I shoved her stuff onto the bus and then hurried to get my own humble luggage. There you go. After some time, all the pioneers were here. And, same text as before, so let's go ahead and just speed through that. Oh, wait, hold on. Not too fast, not too fast. Let's not get carried away there. Playing cards. Let's slouch in her seat, alone 2 rows from us. There was no partner for her. Oh, no, we took her partner. Right? Yeah, I took the last seat next to Ulyana. It turned out a bit embarrassing for your neighbor. It's fine. You helped me get ready and brought my stuff here. I looked at her closely. It seems the little demon had changed her attitude towards me in a radical way. Could it be that I'm a friend to her? An odd word that seemed to have lost its meaning for me ages ago. I can't recall any of my acquaintances when I still had them who I could call friends. Maybe even back when I was at school. And now someone considers me a friend. Well, you got a friend in me. Anyway, what does it all mean to me? I always felt more comfortable thinking about abstract stuff, distant perspectives in global matters, than of simple, ordinary issues. Indeed, during all the time I've spent in this camp, I've managed to become close friends with Ulyana. She awakened these long-forgotten feelings in me, because this is what means to be a buddy, or friends, or buddies. I smiled and tousled her hair gently. Oh man, I haven't seen tousled used in print in a long time. Or ever, maybe. And what's that for? She puffed her lips. Just because. Oh man, are we flirting with a little kid? That's cool. Pervert. Will you marry me when I grow up? Oh gosh. Sure. I'll hold you to that. Oh man. It's like we're 10 or something. And you know, like your friends are like, oh man, let's get married when we grow up. And you're like, okay, childhood friend. Yeah. I'll hold you to that. Okie dokie. Let's go join them at cards. Why not? Or sorry. I don't know how to not say that as a question, but it wasn't a question. We gathered around the suitcase that was being used as a table. Hopefully it's not in the center aisle, because that's a fire hazard. Soon Alyssa joined us. I was laughing a lot, cracking jokes, and just enjoying being in a state one usually calls happiness. A simple happiness, here and now. Right now, this bunch of pioneers that I've managed to befriend in this short week were a million times more important to me than finding out how I came to this world and how to get out of here. In the end, should I even bother trying to get back? It was getting dark. I don't know. Every time I see this screen, I always look at this girl who's doing like, I don't know, what are these? They just look like she looks like she's pretending to be a cat or something. Yeah. It was getting dark, the game was long over, and the pioneers had returned to their seats. I had no idea how long it would take to get to the district center, but it seems like an eternity. From beyond the bus windows, only pitch darkness was looking back at me, almost consuming the entire world, compressing to only the size of the Icarus's cabin. Oh, that was the bus name, right? Yeah. Anyway, the surroundings were the least of my concerns now. I was enjoying the moment. It seems that this reality is completely normal. And does it really matter how I got here if things turn out this great? I became another person and met new friends. What are you thinking about life? And how's it going? Just awesome. Ulyana laughed quietly. I don't have a place to return to, so I can choose any life path I want. Yes, we will part ways soon, and I will probably never see most of them again, but we will stay friends forever. A pleasant warmth flowed through my body. I felt like a kid again. Ulyana put her head on my shoulder and quickly fell asleep. Sometimes you may feel tired not only because of hard work or sad feelings, but also because of fun, joy, and happiness. You probably You may probably even want to continue, but have no energy to, with your soul demanding time to rest and your body asking for calm. I fell asleep with a smile on my face. And they ... Yeah. I felt like I hadn't slept at all. It happens all the time. You just close your eyes and fall asleep. The hour hand makes several turns. The morning comes and you wake up, but it feels like you just blinked. Boom. Back in our flat. I yawned so wide that I almost broke my jaw and jumped up because of the pain. I feel like I've read that before. Something was wrong. Though not something, everything was wrong. Oh no, my friends! I was back in my apartment. But how can that be possible? I began to panic, started to run around my room in hopes of calming myself down, which I'm pretty sure I've read before. And seems familiar to me. So let's just go ahead and slowly speed through this in case. Blood was hammering my temples. Pretty sure I've seen that before. Damn it. Can't remember. It was not that bad. Contrary, perfect. Broken. I've broken free. Yeah. Exactly as I was seeing. Modern science claims it's impossible, not allowed. I don't remember that though, so it doesn't matter that everything felt that real. Something like that just can't happen. Oh, maybe I did read this. It can't. I claim with all due confidence that it just can't. Honor science, yeah, not allowed. I laughed loudly. An inner voice tried to stop the verbal diarrhea. Oh, I remember that. Finally, I was able to pull myself together, pull the curtains. I don't remember that though. Oh no, I remember this. Let's see, it look like, yeah. Okay, let's speed through this a little bit. Pretty sure I've read this before. Oh. You've been planning to visit a psychic, which I'm pretty sure I've done before. Yeah. Yep, I remember the caveman thing. So I'm just gonna speed through this. Is there anything different about what happens? Sometimes I thought that it might influence, or that it was the influence of the camp. One can't rule out that possibility. For 7 days, I participated. Oh, we're just talking about how like we've grown as an individual, became more like outgoing and like stuff. And then the trousers thing. Yep, summer I re-enrolled. It's cool. Are we gonna like run into Ulyana in the real world now? Is the last lesson of the hardest? Yeah. And my mate's here, or is that me? I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely me because I'm taking notes. He's not taking notes, and he wants to bum off my notes, man. Group mate. Taking notes. Screw it. Yeah. I wonder if this is any different. Is this any different from last time? Bet you've never... Yeah, no, I've read that before. Say that's a bad thing, man. Such a Danner yawn. Buy some groceries. It's been 1 year, yep. Is it really just the same as when I got the bad ending, except I helped her pack and I agreed to marry her when we got older? Oh, boom! Real life! Oh yeah, okay, I think I said that was gonna happen last time, right? Like in the bad ending, I was like, oh, we're probably gonna run into her in the real life. But she's not going to recognize us. And then nothing happened. I was like, oh, okay, well, we're probably just going to run into her in real life. But I also said that she was going to be like the professor or something. But I guess that's not the case. Right? So I started packing my exercise books and textbooks into my backpack when suddenly I heard someone's voice in front of me. Excuse me, is it the 34th lecture hall? There's a sign on the door. No, there's not. Girl's voice sounded offended. Hold on. Is it just girl? Yeah. Girl's voice sounded offended. Someone must have removed it. So, is it the 34th? Yeah. At last I closed the backpack and raised my head, intending to stand up. Boom. Whoa. Whoa, what? Man, she looks so different as, like, a college student. Her hair is orange instead of red, too, but... and she's got like this, I don't know, like this, the emo swish, right? I had one of those in high school. That was pretty cool. The girl looked terribly familiar. Haven't we? Yes, I thought the same. She looked very surprised. But I don't remember where I could have met you. Neither do I. What year are you in? First year? Oh, still pretty much green. The girl smiled. Everything is still ahead of me. As if I'm already past everything. Wait, hold on. So, if at the camp I was 3 years older than her, and she's a first year student, I don't know in Russia, but in the US at least, you're usually like 18 when you start college. So, it's been a year since I've been at the camp, and I've at least been in college for a year because we said we were in college for a time, and then we kind of stopped, right? So, or at least he said he re-enrolled. So, I'm at least 2 years older than her, I suppose then, because I took a year off from college. Or no, hold on. We had a year of college, at least, or so, and then it's been about a year since we came back from the camp. So I'm gonna ballpark it around like two years older than her. So we're still got that age difference going, but it's a little better now, right? Like if you're saying like 21 and 18, actually no, 21 and 18, she's barely legal, at least in the U.S. That's fine, I suppose. I think, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Or what is it, 20? Never mind, 20 and 18. That's fine, right? As if I'm already past everything. And what about you? Fourth. Oh. So we're like 4 years older than her then, because again we took a year off. Let's assume approximately a year off. So yeah, if we're a fourth year, we're at least 3 years older than her, which makes sense because we were 3 years older than her previously. But we did take a year off, right? Or at least some time off, I think. Or maybe we only we started our I don't know what we did 3 years or 2.5 years, and then stopped, and then I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. But yeah, still 3 years. Okay, that's fine. So is it difficult to study? For the first year, it is. I knew it. She said in an upset manner, but it gets easier with time. It's always easier when you get used to it. Sometimes I'm too lazy to do things. Yeah, that also happens. Do you have any stuff from the first year? If you share it, it'll be easier for me to prepare for examinations. Oh man. Obviously I had nothing. My first year was finished a long time ago, but I suddenly felt a strong desire to ask for her phone number, so I lied. Yeah, or yes, maybe. Oh man, Semyon, you're a senior. You're trying to pick up the freshman chicks? Come on. It's whatever. Yes, maybe, but I'll have to check. That's great. We exchanged our telephone numbers. My name is Semyon. What should I call you? Ulyana. And then I realized who this girl reminded me of. Exactly, she's Ulyana, just around 5 years older. So, just around 5 years older, so she was 13 at the camp then? Not 14 like I was previously led to believe? Or maybe she's 19. I mean, when I started college, I was almost 19, but that's just because I was born late, or not late, but I was born in after school started, so I had to wait an extra year before I could start school. So I guess that checks out, right? 14 to 19, it's okay. So she's 13 to 14 in the camp when we were 17. Okay. 5 years older. For a moment, I was lost for words. What? It's an ordinary name. That was Lenin's name. Really? Ulyana Lenin? Is that a thing? I need to look that up. She said, pouting. Is it a proud thing to have Lenin's name? I don't know. Nope, just, have you ever been to a pioneer camp? When I was a kid. Why are you asking? In a blink of an eye, all the events that happened in Sovionok flashed in front of my eyes. So it wasn't a dream. Although, they were just summer camps, not pioneer ones, Ulyana added. So you weren't wearing a uniform? The one with the red neckerchief? Of course not. Fashion police alert. She laughed loudly. But why are you asking? I was about to tell her everything, but then I realized she would just consider me a psycho. After all, this girl was much older than the Ulyana I remembered. Maybe she just looks like her. With like much more of a emo switch kind of thing going on, right? I had a dream, and I think I saw you there. Oh, that's not creepy at all, man. Kind of deja vu, without the accents, of course. Deja, or I guess without the accents, it would just be like what? Deja vu, instead of deja vu. I don't know. It's when one sees something for the first time, but believes that he has seen it before. Well, now that you mention it, her face became serious. I think I've seen you somewhere as well. Definitely. Maybe it's that thing you just said. An interesting coincidence, don't you think? I don't know. Anyway, I'll give you a call. See ya. Peace. She laughed and ran out of the room. Appearance, behavior, way of talking, she's definitely that exact Ulyana. And then we're gonna like, I don't know, for some reason head to her dorm, like give her the stuff from the first year, and she'll be like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie?" And it's the same movie from like before, and we're like, "Oh my god," right? But that's not gonna happen. So, does that mean the dream is coming true? I can't help but enjoy it. And above all, I'll see this forever cheerful girl again for sure. Is that it? Boom. Yeah. Attack on the pedo bear. Well, at least this game doesn't shy away from it. Yeah. Although I read somewhere that pedophilia is 13 and under. So, was she 13, not 14? In the camp? If you technically want to call it pedophilia. And the fact that, at least I'm assuming that most college students start at 18. And so 5 years would make her 13. But, hey, it is what it is. And she's a teen, right? So 13 is a teen. Not a preteen like 11 or 12. But, yeah, there you go. Well, I guess we meet her in real life. Because we didn't leave her behind, I guess. I don't know. Is that supposed to be a meta thing? Like, oh, well, for some reason, we left her behind in the bad ending, and somehow being left behind prevented her from getting into college, or at least the college that we were in, or something, right? Like, how does that work out? And then, by actually helping her pack, and like, oh, wait. So, I remember talking about how, I remember pondering at least what she did, or what she was doing that caused her to get in trouble again in order for her to be punished by not leaving and being like left behind, right? So I guess she did something while packing, I suppose, that prevented her from, or yeah, sometime while she was packing and when I left to go pack, she did something that caused her to be punished again in the bad ending. So I don't know. What could you do while packing that is really that detrimental? Like, what, did you like tear around the cabin or something? And then this time around, we actually helped her pack, and she's like, okay, I'm not going to tear down the cabin. And then we got on the bus, and it's all cool, and we're going to marry each other when she gets older and all that stuff. But now we have the chance to, because she's in real life. She's a college student, although, 1 year and then you're going to graduate. Semyon is, and then I guess he'll stay for her. I guess that's kind of nice. But yeah, anyways, that is Ulyana's good ending, pet a bear and all that kind of stuff. But it's okay because she's 18 now, right? That's legal. So that's all good and done. I think we get to do some social bonus routes now, right? Like I think, let's see, looking at this guide, Miku is going to be next. and Miku is the one you had to unlock by completing a good ending. So we will hit that up next time, and until then, thank you for watching. Bye.